quality engineer with quality assurance here at UCOR. I've been with UCOR going on a year now. I started on site with a contractor 2 years ago and have been very busy learning everything about quality assurance. I love the aspect of covering all the UCOR projects and how our team is so diverse, and we learn from each other, and we help people institute the standards and be compliant. I know sometimes people see it as the opposite, being held accountable, but both are good and both should be equal. So preventing defects is just as important as finding defects and gaps. I have 2 grown children, which is fantastic when you reach that part of your life, to be adult to adult. So they're very busy. They're on opposite ends of the coast, which is frustrating as a parent. I have a daughter, Kristen, on the West Coast in Washington State, and my son Jeremiah on the East Coast in South Carolina. Jeremiah was actually an intern here a few years ago. It was a great way to be introduced to UCOR. They do such a fantastic job with that program. He speaks very highly of it to this day. I've always been into sports, so I got into dragon boat racing by chance. I'd always done a variety of different sports. So when somebody asked me, well, why don't you try dragon boat racing? I thought, that's odd. I don't even have a clue what that is. I went and watched a team practice and thought, oh yeah, I could do that. So they let me on the boat, and I've been hooked ever since. That was in 2017. The camaraderie of the teams in the sport really piqued my interest. Like, wow, these people really bond. And it can be extremely competitive or very recreational, like any other sport. One of my seatmates said, oh, why don't you try out for a higher level team, see how competitive you really want to be. So I did, because sometimes ignorance is bliss, and trying new things is good for your soul. So I went to my first tryouts and watched people and thought, oh my goodness, there is no way. Paddle it, try not to tip it, try to be fast. There's just like a lot going on. But I did like it. I moved out here to Tennessee. There's a dock like every 10 minutes. So of course I was hooked. And of course I had to get my own boat at that point and started looking around for teams. So I've been on a couple different teams. Tellico Heat, I paddle with, Chattanooga Dragon Boat team. And a friend of mine said, well, what's your luck in getting on a super competitive team? I said, well, you know, I'm looking, I probably have to drive or travel. She said, well, come try out for this team, we have some spots. So the Heat in Florida, the village is Florida, let me inquire and try out and get on the team, see if it's a good fit. So I feel just very blessed to be able to be on the team and to be able to participate in berths that they won to go to the World Club Crew Championships. So that will be in Italy in September. I am leaving tomorrow for Italy. The teams are packed, our gear's ready to go. That's what I'm going to be doing. That absorbs my life like a marathon. It's you live it, eat it, sleep it, drink it, and we're going to meet all these fantastic athletes from around the world. There will be 7,000 people there at this event. It's the largest event, so wish me luck.